Welcome to the server. This tour will kind of get you started. It'll show you everything you need to know, get you set on the right path. I'm Trickle. I'm the owner of the server, and let's get started. This is going to be the main shop. This is where you're going to buy all your main goods. Anything that's not a block or a service or anything like that will be sold in here. We got two floors. We got the bottom floor here. Always stuff being added, always stuff being removed. Always keep your eyes open for new and old stuff. We got more up there too. We also have a water elevator right here. That brings you up to the second floor, which will have more goods. We got a floor here and a floor up top there as well. We also have a specialty shop over here that'll sell enchanted goods. Prices are a little bit higher, but it's definitely worth it. When you see these, it means they're allow blocks. You can place shulkers or chests on them. Make sure you clean up after yourself. All on the wooden stuff, you won't be able to place blocks. And these right here will tell you your score and stuff. So when you stand on them, it'll put raw text on your screen saying your name, your rank, your balance, your deaths, and your mail, and how long you've been playing. We got a couple NPC shops over here as well. Each one will do its own thing. We got one for changing the weather. We got one for spawn eggs. We got one here for food. Compass. So this one adds a compass onto your screen. It costs $1,000 to add it on, and then you get it refunded $500 if you don't want it on. And our XP shower. You stand in here. You press the button, and it starts adding XP to you. These little huts here will TP you from the different shops. Castle Fun Shop would be the shop that you sell your items for. The block shop is the shop that you go to buy, of course, blocks. Spawn will bring us right outside the door. And the marketplace is the place where personal players can start their own shops. Starting shops are free, but just keep them maintained. We got our custom items here, a trickle coin, which is just a straight coin. It's worth $1,000. We do have an in-game currency, as you can see on the side when you go to your menu. But one of those is worth $1,000, or the equivalent to 10 diamonds, because a diamond's worth 10 or $100. We got the beers too. When you drink the beers, you do get the nausea effect. And feather falling for 64 blocks. So these are really good for in caves if you're out exploring. It protects you from long falls. This is our money transfer machine. You got the green side, the red side. The green side is the person sending the money. The person on the red side would be the person receiving money. You can interact with the NPC here. And you just pick your amount and it'll send it from your account to the other person. So by pressing this, you'll get the starter kit, and the rulebooks are here. Take you out back. Around backside is going to be the block shop. And a little bit of the market. We got the market right here with personal shops. We got light source, rockets, shulkers. This spot right here sells effects. So you can add effects to yourself for a certain amount of hours. The Coca-Cola machine. This building sells random enchantment books for ingot of gold. We got fuel sources in this building. And the block shop. ATM over here for if you need to pull out diamonds for the shops. This will be all your blocks. We try to keep them reasonably priced. Once again, if you need to place shulkers or anything, you'll see these little spots with the shulkers and its little square that's offset from the rest of it. That's where you can place your shulkers. So there's this floor. There's the top floor up there. And then if you come around this side, there's also a basement and an attic. So if you go up, brings you up top to more. All prices will be posted on them. If it's not with a sign, it'll be with a label on the actual item. And this would be the basement. There is a couple more shops around back here. We got this one that'll be selling enchanted books. You can actually pick them. They do cost a little bit more than an iron ingot though. We got some mob heads over here. And we got these food trucks over here. These food trucks are going to be posted all around, just to kind of get quick food. We got beer, which actually puts a lot of nutrition in yourself. You got cakes, golden apples, and golden carrots and enchanted apples. We got the sell shop over here. This would be the Castle Fun shop. This is where you would go to sell items if you need. It's a good way to make money. A lot of things are going to be for sale, and there's always added more. Diamonds 100, emeralds, and so on and so on. Just a heads up, it does clear your inventory fast, so if you don't want to sell something or sell everything in your inventory, then it's worth taking some out. So diamonds here. I have 64 and they're gone like that. Super quick. So if you don't want all 64 out, take some out, put them in a shulker, leave them on the shulker designated spots, and then you'll be good. There's also a basement down here. Nothing added down here yet, but we are going to get to that. Those are the main shops. We do have a blacksmith shop over here that you can just use, public use. And we also have a PvP arena here. We're mostly a survival server, but if you do decide you want to do PvP, there is a designated spot for it. And if fighting on ice isn't hard enough, there is this little added effect here. You can step on here and walk out. Then when you go in, it'll add that nausea effect again, just to make it a bit harder. Or as we call it, the beer leagues. You probably notice these little red patches on the ground. When you stand on them, they do enhance your speed, jumping, and feather falling for a short period of time when you're over top of them, just to help you kind of get around spawn a little bit faster. This building here, this is the biome teleporter building. You go in here if you want to go travel to different biomes without having to travel a bunch of blocks. Great and handy. We got a bunch of biomes. If you don't see the one you need, we can always add it by messaging the Discord and we can add it in. Each biome will have a little hut that kind of looks a little bit like it, just to kind of keep the theme of it. So this one would be the mangrove. All made with the new blocks and the mangrove tree blocks. So if you ever need to get to a biome, that would be the fastest way. We do have a pretty large spawn. We do ask that you don't build within 500 blocks of spawn, just to keep spawn a good length so we can actually continue growing it. The biomes are not as strict. We ask people only at least go at least 200 blocks away from the biomes, just to keep the biomes looking like biomes. Back at the main shop here. We got this bridge. You go over. We do have a bulletin board on the side here if you have a shop and you want to post information about it, or you just want to read up on other people's shops. You can do that. So there. This would be your base teleporters. So with the 500 blocks away from spawn, we ask that people build their bases out further or buy plots in town to build in town. If you do build out, then these TPs can go from your base to spawn, so you don't have to walk the distance every time. First one's always free. We ask people always have a house down before we put one down. After that, it's 10,000 to add another. This is our mail room. This will show you step by step how to use them. You pick your plot, you can get mail this way. Super easy, super convenient, and then it'll also message you when you have mail. The server is set to hard, but there will be no spawn or no mobs in spawn. We do have spawn protection for the 500 blocks. So all of this will be protected. Once you go further out, of course, you'll have to deal with spawns, and it is set to hard, so be careful. This big building here, this is our portals. We got nether portals on both sides. Both run off redstone. You can turn them on and off. And then this lava, this beautiful lava fountain in the middle here. This is actually the end portal. The end portal is still posted where it's supposed to be, but if you're not feeling adventurous, then $10,000 will make that lava fountain disappear and turn into a nether portal for 12.7 seconds. And once that 12.2 seconds is up, it'll turn back into a lava fountain. This is more of the marketplace. We got some more basic shops over here that people have made. We got some more food trucks. This would be our wither arena. Wither skulls are contraband, so if you have them in your possession, they will be removed and notified by admins, so we don't have people spawning them. But when you do go in here, it does give you the option to buy what you need. So 3 wither skulls, $50, and for soul sand for $50, $100 to set up a wither. You would open this, and you could place your wither on this side and then fight him in this wither arena. This would be our sky bar. Up here you can drink your beer and jump down the hole. And it just brings you back up to the top here. We have an elytra course over here that's being worked on, and a bunch of little shops here. Each will have their own thing. These are the free plots you could pick from to open up your own shop. Just basically grab a plot, put your name on it, and start building. We got this drip leaf game, just mini games that you would be a king of the hill. Last person standing would win. If you fall, it's just this big red little ring here. You can go through that to get back up. We got some mini golf in this one. And just come here and you can drop a snowball. And that would be the mini golf. Over on this side, we got a maze. Caution, bring food if you get lost. This is our build-off arena for larger competitions. When not in use, they are blocked off, and it does clear inventory going in and out, so be very careful with that. This little red fence here, as soon as you walk through this, it will clear everything. As you can see from the spawn that you're in right now, there are some craftable items that aren't usually in the game. Like you can craft beer, you can craft elytras, and you can craft saddles. Always being more added. We got more house plots behind this giant fence, which is actually a roller coaster. And those will be plots for sale as well. Let's hop on the roller coaster. We got some house templates down here for beginner people. If they don't want to build a house or they don't know how to build a house, we can always get you set up with one of those. First one's free. Second one, of course, costs 10 grand. Helps you get started. If you don't want either of those, there are free apartments too in spawn that we can give to players as well. Our goal is to set you up for success. That'll bring us back to the beginning. We do also have a one-person sleep on this server. It works a little like this. So first you'll need a bed. Most of the time when you want to interact with your bed, you have to press. That will set your spawn point, but it won't actually activate the one-person sleep. So if we turn it to nighttime here, if you just stand on the bed, it will rotate it to daytime. That's simple. Every time a new day hits, you get added $10 to your account. Just a little incentive to keep people playing. And this would be our archery range. Just a little fun. The closer to the center you get, then the higher it goes up, of course. You can buy arrows and bows and obstacles over here. Either way, thanks for watching, and happy crafting.